Hi guys, in this edition of Life at 50, let me go through some common terms in wine vocabulary. Cheers. The first thing you need to know is whether the wine is sweet or dry. When you talk about dryness of the wine, it's talking about how sweet the wine is. So that can range from very sweet, like dessert wines, sweet, slightly dry, and dry, and there's no sweetness at all in the wine. And this is usually for red wines. So that's dryness of a wine. Number two, let's talk about the fruitiness of the wine. When we talk about the fruitiness of a wine, it's talking about whether the wine tastes fruity or not. This refers to whether the grapes are fully ripe or partially unripe. If the grapes are fully ripe, then you'll have that smell and flavor of fruits in your wine. But if the grapes used for the winemaking process are partially unripe, then there's less of a fruity effect and you get that earthy taste to your wine. That's when you call a wine either fruity or earthy. Now, what is acidity of wine? The acidity of the wine refers to the part of the wine that stimulates your palate to release your salivatory juices. And this usually is likened to a squirt of lemon in your mouth. The more acidic the wine is, the more stimulation of saliva it provides. This refers to the lightness and crispiness of the wine stimulating a palate to produce saliva. That is the term acidity. Now what about tannins? That's another term. Tannins are found in the skin and usually seeds of the grapes. These tannins are actually polyphenols and have an antioxidant property. Because of its antioxidant properties, it's supposed to improve your good cholesterol and also has cancer reduction properties. Tannins are the one that gives the sense of dryness or astringency in the mouth as you swallow the wine. Now what about the body of the wine? The body of the wine can be light, medium or full body. It is talking about the weight and structure of the wine on the palate. As a rule of thumb, if a wine is considered light bodied, then the level of tannin and alcohol is lower. And full bodied wines usually have a higher alcohol and tannin level. Cheers. Now the color of the wine reflects the skin of the grapes which have been left in the fermentation process. If the skin of the wine has been removed during the fermentation process, then the wine will be white in color, no matter whether it's white or red grapes. But if the skin of the wine has been left during the fermentation process and the grapes used are black grapes, then of course the wine will be red in color. That's the difference between white and red wines. So, does white wine have any tannins? Yes, it does, but because most of the tannins are located in the skin of the grapes, and for the process of making white wines, these skins are removed during the fermentation process, there's definitely less tannins in white wine. That's the reason why we always advocate a glass of red wine, more tannins in red wine because of the skin being left to ferment with the grape during the fermentation process. Tannins are polyphenols, they have antioxidant properties, and these antioxidant properties are good. It lowers your bad cholesterol and has an anti-cancer effect. So a glass of wine a day in moderation is good for you. Cheers. Now, let me answer this frequently asked question. Is champagne a red or a white wine?
Well, the answer is yes and no.
Well, champagne is made from a blend of white grapes and black grapes. It has Chardonnay, which are white grapes, and it also has Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier, which are black grapes. But because in the fermentation process, the skins are removed from the wines immediately, therefore the champagne has a white color.
Blanc de Blanc, or in English White of Whites, are champagnes made from pure Chardonnay grapes. Most wine enthusiasts would agree that the best champagnes are from pure Chardonnay grapes, making it a white wine.
So today I've talked to you about wines, sweet or dry, tannins, what are tannins, the acidity of a wine, the fruitiness of a wine, the body of a wine, and how do you differentiate a red wine and a white wine. Cheers for this episode of Life 50.